Hello, Scorpio. Welcome in and welcome to your October reading. I'm going to take a look at love, and then I will also look at life in general at first. But if you are here for love, I will also look at the person on your mind, Aries through Pisces. You can scroll forward. You'll see the title on the screen. I'll dive into their feelings, thoughts, intentions, any actions in October. So let's call in Scorpio energy, Scorpio sun, moon, rising, and let's see what Scorpios. Scorpio, Mars in Scorpio right now. Find your placements, and let's see what the month of October looks like. Getting close to our season. Oh, come on, Five of Wands. Five of Wands. All right, this is the overall energy. So we are seeing this challenges, competition, some activity, right? But this is good energy. And I know I said Mars and Scorpio too as well, but, it kind of gives me that energy of if you got to get stuff done, you're going to get stuff done here, right? This also shows a burst of energy, burst of passion. It also shows you fixing things, winning things, getting things, fighting for things as well. And it can be a very good energy used wisely, right? It can really, really help you get through some hurdles, help you get through some battles with people, but it also, and it's, if you want to get things initiated, things started, this is a good energy for you to, pump up the volume. You can turn it up a couple notches, and you can push yourself, get motivated to start new things. All right, but it also brings up challenges though with power struggles. Where you might know you're right, pick your battles, or somebody else is right, but you still want to prove them wrong just because, it's one of those, right? So you can have some of these relational arguments, disputes, and you know how you come across. You know that you've got this intensity about you that even if you feel like, what, this is me, right? Everybody else feels like you're about to, start a war or something with them, or you're going to, it's like you got this way and you know it. So people take you really intensely, and they may misread you, and with all this power behind you and this passion, you just, of course, you can win with that energy, but at what cost? So you might have to tone it down a little bit, where you don't want to go to jail, right? No, I'm playing with you guys, but that's the overall energy. So it looks like we got some activity, we got some some passion. Your energy, we're looking now we're going to dive in. We are seeing the Moon card. All right, so this is where we are seeing some of this tension with that Five of Wands and the Moon card. I mean, how can you see, how can you know what's really going on, right? It's like it's dark. You have to trust your intuition. Have you been here before? Or you just really have to trust that that no matter what's up ahead, you have gotten yourself this far, and you know how to get yourself through stuff. And most of you probably have gotten through stuff on your own, or it felt like it was on your own, even though, people are all around us. There's always people that have helped us get places, and they don't always get the credit for it. But it does feel like, no matter what's coming your way, you have always been able to stand up and have the courage and stand up regardless of how fearful you are or intimidated you are, right? And this can also be the paranoia, and it can be fearful and really triggering anxiety in you as well, especially if you're hyper vigilant or you're really overly emotionally attached to something or someone. You might read every sign as being, something's off, something's wrong, very suspicious, very paranoid of the worst case scenario. And it's because of trauma in the past, or, a history of, things not maybe working out for you. And whatever it is, just know that we are, just went through the eclipses, and we have another full moon Aries coming up here in October. I mean, you've got your season coming in, and things are not always going to be so gloomy and look, so dark, or things aren't always going to be scary. And so it could be about shifting your perspective. When you see something that you're unsure of, especially if it's like a person's social media or something like that, and you initially start suspecting something, right? Don't suspect that they're cheating on you right away. Take a step back and maybe be like, what if that is just a friend, and see if you can shift your perspective. It does seem like a lot of changes happening with you. So there's a lot of moodiness coming in there. What is your obstacle, your challenge, or what are you being called to clear? I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles here. All right. This is your energy, your resources. Where do you give all your energy, and where are you getting back? Right. Are you feeling stable? Are you feeling like things move fluid in your life? But with this moon card, it can tell me that things are constantly changing, in flux, right? So you're not always sure when things are going to be in a balance. You're not always sure. You might get something today, and then tomorrow there's nothing. I hate that weeble wobble thing, right? It's like, I might make so much money today, but I'm not sure if I'm going to make that next month, or my person's given me all the attention in the world today. It seems like we're talking, but then the opposite of that is, are we going to be completely silent? Is there secrets? Is this, are they telling me the truth? There's going to be always questioning the what ifs with this energy. So it looks like you've got to find that balance within yourself with that Six of Pentacles and the Moon card. It's like you've got, your emotions are attached to something too much, maybe attached to where, you're putting your energy, and the results, or, in constant flux, your emotions and your physical reality. All right. So finding a balance is really going to be your biggest thing, and where you're putting your energy. Are you giving your energies in places where you need to pull back a little bit? So in love, what's coming towards you? I see the Four of Swords, a break, a relaxing, a rest, a recoup. We've just made it through something. All right. And this can be healing energy. This is quiet time. This is something that a lot of people, including myself, don't know how to do. Silence the mind after a win. Silence the mind after a separation. Silence the mind for a second before you react. So in love, you could be no contact right now. There could be silence between the two of you. You could have just had a separation, the Three of Swords. They could have said something that disappointed you. You could have found out some news. Maybe old thoughts are coming back up about your person, and you're fearful again. Don't react from that place. Breathe, take a step back, give yourself a break so that you can see something different. Because again, that moon is, things aren't always going to be exactly the way you think they are. And so you are, especially when it comes to love, space between, rather than reacting right away, trying to fix the situation with the person. As soon as they walk out the door, you want to chase after them. Before you go do the running or try to heal the relationship, you got to give each other space so you can process what just happened. And sometimes in that processing, you give another person time to process what they just did. And they will maybe change their mind. But when we go after somebody during the process of separation, they don't get a chance to see what they're missing. They get a chance to see what they're leaving and why they're leaving, because we usually show them the disappointed side. We're usually angry, mad, screaming, or, you know, pursuing or being obsessive or acting like we don't normally act. You know, we're being pulled out of alignment and we're acting like we don't normally act. And our person is seeing that, and it's not attractive. So in love, it does say, you know, give yourself some space before you call your person, because there could be a healing happening here, you and your person, but we need a little space in between. You have the Knight of Cups, right? So we have a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, and I have the Star card. So just like I said, we got some healing energy coming in. We have somebody's heart pulling them towards you. Space is bringing clarity. You know, maybe it is. I mean, this could be a second date. You just went on a date with somebody and you're like, they're going to call me. And you're fretting about it, right? And like you're thinking the worst case scenario. And you know, sometimes a Scorpio, instead of getting rejected, will just all of a sudden you'll take yourself out of everything and won't be seen. And so you'll definitely make sure the other person feels rejected before you do, right? But in this case, it doesn't look like the person's rejecting you. It looks like, you know, they're coming in with an offer. But you know, so I do see that this is coming in, but this is where that Moon card comes in, Scorpio. And you may be thinking something is something and it's not. And I know you're very highly intuitive, but right now, I don't know, sometimes you can, you know, be highly suspicious as well. So looks like some healing energy. And I see a Page of Cups coming in, Scorpio, for you as well, which is showing me some loving messages. It's showing me possible romantic date. It's showing me a water energy, an Aquarius, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, strong Pisces. Like, you know, somebody wanting to tell you how they feel. This could be a breaking point for you and another person. This could be a beautiful moment of expressing ourselves. The first times we're actually telling each other how we feel, you know, or your person really opening up and taking that step to tell you how they feel. All right. Date. This could be a date, a new date, a new romantic partner coming in. For some of you, if you're just uncertain about where love is going in general, right? October does look like a month where you could possibly come into alignment with some new love if you're open and ready for it with this Knight of Cups and Page of Cups. It shows the opportunity of, you know, love seeking you, love, somebody more interested in you. If you're open and available, they'll definitely show the signs. All right. And that's what I've got for you. We'll look at Aries through Pisces and see for each in particular person how it looks for you. All right, so Aries through Pisces. I've already shuffled and cleared these cards. But I'm just for you. All right. Aries through Pisces. Sun, Moon, Rising. All right. Let's see their thoughts, feelings, and actions. All right. So if you're connected to an Aries, right, we got the Temperance card. We have the 10 of Pentacles. We have the 10 of Wands, all right? So it's looking like they're trying to take care of some business, you know, but in time, it's going to work itself out. Right now, it seems to be a lot going on between the two of you. You have a new opportunity coming in, and things are growing. All right, but it's going to take some time for it to. You may be trying to press at some or want something to happen faster than it's meant to. This is going to work itself out. I find you incredibly attractive, all right? And I see you guys taking the first step onto a new path, all right? Tens, the temperance, a completion. You guys are meant to fulfill this. You're meant to restore balance, all right? Taurus, and that could even be around the Aries full moon too. Remember, that's coming up too. So this could be when, you know, when the moon's full, and then it manifests the connection. You guys connecting. Taurus, the Hierophant, the Six of Wands, and the Seven of Cups. All right, there's no doubt that a Taurus isn't serious about you. Definitely got their mind on you, trying to study you, trying to figure you out. Their feelings, they're definitely feeling you, feeling pulled, you know, very attracted to you. Very attracted to you. You seem to win in that department, and they're also very curious about you. You know, and sometimes they, you know, they think about what if, and you know, you got them asking all kinds of questions about you, and you know, maybe they feel like you get a lot of attention, and they're, you know, but it seems like they're really pulling for you. I got water element, they're really in their fields. So go with the flow with the Taurus. It seems like very emotional for you. I do see a dive in and out of relationships, right? You might be making a good, you know, what do they mean? What do they say? A good man out of a player. I don't know, something like this, something, right? But you might be making somebody decide to commit, Scorpio. You might be changing somebody's style, all right? Somebody who likes to keep their options open and dive in and out of relationships. And then here comes Scorpio and says, you know, it's all or nothing, baby. Gemini, Eight of Cups, the Star card. The Gemini is looking for something else out there. The Gemini is on there, you know, but they'll be back around. You may be wanting commitment right now, but it looks like you might be going your own ways for now. I wouldn't give up hope. They're not giving up hope. They see something someday, you guys coming around. But it does look like, you know, they want to be with you. All right, you may communicate, you're in their thoughts, there's travel happening, they may be traveling, but there is some communication coming in. You guys may keep communication or just continue to communicate, because I see there is still possibility in the future. I have, you are the love of my life. All right, so do what you will with that. Cancer, we have Five of Pentacles. All right, so Cancer feels that they got to get something off their chest, right? They may feel like things are over between the two of you. You've closed that chapter, but they feel, they still feel a connection with you spiritually. I check on you from afar. So we are seeing, I got my eye on you. I think about you. You know, and they struggle with letting go. All right, they struggle with letting go of you. All right, Leo, we have Two of Pentacles. Leo, look at this. I got some stuff going on. Leo got a lot going on. All right, chill out. They still care about you. They still want to see you. They're gonna step up. Leo definitely making plans with you. You know, and I see forgiveness, right? Reflecting, changes are required. You've got to trust this situation, right? It does seem like they've got a lot going on. And if they're juggling relationship, I see there was someone interfering in our relationship. You may know this already, but it might take time for them. And it looks like they're choosing you. Virgo, a love offer coming in, all right? But they love their work too. They focus on themselves. That may drive you crazy. You know, perfectionism, Virgo, you know, overwhelmed or over-focused, but there's love there, all right? You know, Virgo's been getting hit hard, so you might have to show Virgo a little love. You're meant to fulfill your divine contract. All right, I pull away. Look at your Virgo pulled away because I'm overwhelmed with all the things going on in my life. All right, so Virgo just needs you to chill out a little bit. Libra is holding on tight. Libra's got love for you. They see potential here. All right, so just be patient with the Libra. you know, look at patience. If you've been waiting 10 years, that's not what I'm saying to you. All right, this is valid here. This is somebody gonna reach out to you. You know, the seeds have been planted, but you got somebody here that does things their way, right? A little bit slower, grounded, very earthy energy. It's Libra, right? Virgo, Libra. All right, so I do see them taking the next step towards you. I have sexual fantasies about you. All right, so it looks like you might be advancing into the bedroom. All right, Scorpio, Queen of Wands, the Hanged Man. All right, and the Three of Wands, Scorpio. Hang on in there, right? Things might seem like they're not going anywhere. They're not moving. You're going through some transition, right? Your ships are coming in and you're moving on, all right? So however you want to look at this, right? You're getting out of something, you're moving to the next step, right? Things may have been in limbo. Maybe you're feeling you don't even know what to feel right now. Trying to stay confident, trying to stay put, you know, you're very attracted to your Scorpio. You both kind of, you know, being silent, being quiet about your next move. Your Scorpio is being quiet about their next move too. But it looks like you guys are mirroring each other, obviously. And I see the Sun card. So it's looking like there's a promise, fulfilling their promise, and you guys may see each other again. You are the person of my dreams. All right, so have fun. All right, Sagittarius, Nine of Wands. Sagittarius like, come on, you're wearing me out. We need to talk. And stop judging me, all right? Can you forgive me? Can you give me a second chance? And I have communication coming in with a Sagittarius. Can you forgive me? Can we do this? And I will find my way to you. So you have a Sag that's not going to give up on this connection with you. There's a lot of love there between the two of you. Capricorn, holding back, staying quiet, or they're being secretive, right? They're not telling you how they feel, but you're staying positive and they definitely have love for you. So I see something happen around the full moon, right? You know, a celebration, a manifestation. You guys may hear from them. They may break the silence. Can we start over? Aquarius, we have the Page of Wands. We have the Three of Cups. So we got some fun times coming in with Aquarius. They're getting ready to ask you out, getting ready to, you know, let's do this. Let's go. Let's have some fun. Right? They're definitely, you know, they see the moon. They have feelings for you, but this is also that moon, right? With your, is that Scorpio? Is that Aquarius? Sag, Cap, Aquarius. You know, you may be reading things wrong with your Aquarius. It looks like they want to see things go with you, all right? But I feel like I can't give you everything you need, all right? That could be what the fear is. Pisces desires you. They definitely want a commitment with you. And the Wheel of Fortune, they could be coming back around, all right? You guys are destined to meet. Mars, though, there's a lot of conflict, or you are getting jealous, or, you know, the impatient. There's Mars in Scorpio right now, so you got to watch that little temper. You're always on their mind, right? You are always on their mind, Scorpio. All right, I love you. Don't forget to check out my candle shop if you want to check out all the candles I made. I made Zodiac and seasonal ones. That's what you saw burn in here. And they are really awesome. And that link right there will take you there. If you want a personal reading, the same link will take you there. I love you guys. Take care.